Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Griffin Guides, and today I'm going to be showing you how to craft this starter house for the Bronze Age. This house has everything that you need. It even has a resting buff of 9. Technically, if you had a mountain biome, you could get up to 10 with a wolf pelt rug. So if you were lucky enough to kill 4 wolves, you could also have that as well. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into how to build this. So the footprint for this build is a 6x6, and this little area over here is for the storage and the fireplaces, and you could technically have this be a storage too, if you didn't want to have the raised bed like I do. But anyways, now we are just going to go ahead and fill in the floor with our wood floors 2x2s. Now, I like to have this little pattern here. You can do it any way that you want. It doesn't really matter. It won't change the build at all. But I do like to have a little bit less of a boring, straight on look to the floors. I'd rather have this like checkerboard pattern almost. But anyways, after the floors, we are going to go ahead and go into our wooden walls 45 degrees, and we're going to go ahead and just place these right in these places. Oops. And now we are going to go ahead and place all of our walls on the first layer. So we're going to go ahead and leave this spot open for the door, and while we're at it, we can go ahead and delete that. We don't need it there because the door will be there, and it's easier to get out of the doors when you don't have that there. Alright, now you'll also want walls right here as well, and along the back. And if you're going to go for the double storage, then go ahead and place your floors there as well and place your walls like that. But we're not going to do that. I don't think it looks as good. So we're going to go ahead and place our walls like that. So then we need 45-degree angled walls again. And we'll go ahead and place them right where we placed them before. And another layer of walls. Once again, skipping the spot for the door. We will place the door in next. Oops. So you have two options when placing them up like this. You can either place it like this, and, most of the time you won't have any issues, but sometimes it can be a little weird. So you could also go like this as well. You can do either one. And we are going to go ahead and just take this set of walls all the way across like this. Oops. And there we go. Alright, so this is designed around having one of these wooden gates. You don't have to use this. You can use a regular door, but I just like the look of it better, so that's what we're going to use in this build. And just put a wooden half wall on top. Next, we want to get out our 45s again and skip these two and just place it up there. You can do this without flying from down here. You just got to find the right spot, just like that. And right there and over here as well. Everything in this build can be done pretty easily without flying. I might fly to make certain parts easier, but I will also show you how you can do it without flying as well. So now we just want to put in our walls in these spots up here and go ahead and switch back to our 45-degree walls. And once you get one up there, you can actually just go like that, and it'll place it much easier. Let's block that sun really quick and get that up there as well. All right. So now we need the wood beams, 45 degrees. You just want to place them in the same area that these 45-degree walls would be coming up. So once again, like I said, you can do all of this from the ground. Some of these snap points can be a little finicky to get, but as you can see, we can do them. So let's go ahead and just finish off the framing of the roof. And there we go. Now we're going to go outside for the actual roof. At this point, you could put in the campfires if you want. I like to wait until the very end, though, just in case it rains. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't work as great. As you're building this, I would have a little like starter, like just an area to where you can have your tools repaired and sleep if you need to. All right. So we're going to leave this part open right here for the ventilation from the campfires. But we are going to go ahead and finish the rest of this roof. That didn't snap properly. Sometimes they don't snap right, so you got to be a little careful to make sure that they do. I don't think that one snapped right either, actually. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go back inside. And we'll go ahead and finish off this side of the roof. There we go. So I personally like to use the thatch roofs. So we're going to go ahead and use that, or the ridges, my bad. 45-degree angles. I think it makes it look better. And then we're going to go ahead and just finish off the roof by going like this. Yes, it overlaps a little bit, but I think that it looks completely fine. And you definitely want to make sure that you're hitting the snap point from the bottom. So you'll get this extra line through there if you're doing it right. But let's go ahead and just finish this off like this. Sometimes it takes a second to get the snap point. That one did not go where I wanted it to. Alright, there we go. So that is the main part of the build done. We just have to do the ventilation that I have here. This is the part where you might want to use some scaffolding. I'll show you how to do it, but I'll probably just fly for it. So you want to take your two 2-meter wooden poles and just place them on these snap points here. And then take your wooden beams, 45 degrees, and snap them onto there like that. And grab your 45-degree thatch roofs and just place 2 of them there. And we also want these wooden roof crosses. So the scaffolding, like I was talking about, just place one right there, one of these wooden floors right there, and you can just run up and get up here like this. But like I said, I'm just going to fly just for the convenience of the video. But world save lag. There we go. You just want to place these up here to get those snap points and get 2 more of these thatch ridges, 45 degrees, like that. And that is the roof done, except for this little overhang over here. The overhang is optional. I only have it there because I think it looks a little strange without it. So we're going to go ahead and just place this up here like so. And we also want to grab some of these 45-degree wood beams and just hit the snap points like that. Once again, just flying because I was in the way. All right. So we're just going to finish this off right here. These are completely unnecessary too. I just like the look of it better. And there we go. That is the main building done. Now, you could also, if you wanted to, you could put a normal door up here. I like to have it go the same way as the door. So as you can see, you can go ahead and open it for a little bit more natural light if you wanted. I do like it. It is pretty nice. I didn't do it on this one just because, but it adds a little bit more detail to the build. But next, we are going to go ahead and place our campfires. Now, if you want these to be as perfect as you can get them in there, you can also grab one of these 2-meter wood beams and just place that in there for now. And you can go ahead and try to get these lined up in the middle of each of them a little bit better than you probably could without them. I know it helps me a little bit when I need to have things perfect like that. But anyways, okay. So now we're going to go ahead and place our cooking stations. I like to go with 5 because a lot of the stuff in this game that is food related stacks in intervals of 5 at very least. So just try to get these as close as possible. And there we go. So now we can move over to our storage. Obviously, you would want to have your crafting bench in here, so let's go ahead and put that down as well. Once you get the roof on, you can go ahead and bring wherever you have your crafting bench in. And let's just go ahead and place it right here in the corner. Let me make sure that's not poking through. It shouldn't be. No, it is not. Now we're going to work on the storage. And there's a couple ways to do this. I would recommend zooming in all of the way, just so you can see a little bit better. Now, I like to have it only cut into that wood beam there just a little bit. So we'll go ahead and place that like that. And then the spacing here matters quite a bit. You just want to have as little as a gap as you can get it without it actually touching. Like that. And we're going to go ahead and place 5 across. Come on. There we go. And there goes number 5 right there. We're also going to want to put a 1-meter pole right there. And then grab a wooden floor 1 by 1 right here. Now, you gotta move it around a little bit to get the right snap point, but you can go ahead and just place these along the back. Destroy that. We're gonna put a 2-meter pole there, and we're going to, oops, I'm gonna go ahead and put that back. Let's see, just like that. And we actually need the 1 meter there for just another moment, because we're going to go ahead and place these in here too. I'm not quite sure why this isn't snapping. There it is. Okay, so the snap point was just in a little bit of a weird spot. Now we can go ahead and delete that and put in our 2-meter hole there again. And now we can go ahead and put in our next line of chests. Just like this. And we can kind of use the bottom chest to make sure our lining is right. Just like that. And we're going to go ahead and finish off this little area by putting on these 2-meter wood beams just to kind of close it off and have it look like shelves. All right. I also like to place them right along here. You could place them here. We're going to. It's not necessary, but you can. And we also want another hole right there. So now you have to make your decision on whether or not you want the raised bed or not. If you do want the raised bed, place 2 1-meter poles right there and another one right there. And then we need these 1-millimeter beams. Place them on the corners. You could place them right here and right here instead. It doesn't really matter. We just need this middle snap point so we can place 2 more, and then we are going to delete them and replace them with the 2 meters. And now we just want to bring this back like so on both sides, just like that. And then we're going to want to grab our wood walls, and you don't really have to make sure that these are the same, but I like to keep the same floor pattern, just like that. Oops. All right, now we want to grab our wood stairs and just place them like that, and now we have a nice little area that we can come up and sleep. So now we can go ahead and place our beds in here. And I like to try to line them up with the floor as much as possible and then drag it out a little bit and then make it touch the wall again. And then we can go ahead and get these as close as we can and drag it out just a little bit as well. There we go. And this does have enough room for the dragon bed if you want to upgrade to it later. Just to kind of show you, it has quite a bit of room. We're actually going to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Okay. So anyways, let's go ahead and delete that back. Pick up all these materials and get on with the build. So next, we're going to go ahead and build up like this, just to give it a bit more of a kind of a sense of importance. And we're gonna go ahead and place the 1-meter poles up there like that, and then take these 2-meter beams like so. And none of this is necessary for the structure, by the way. Like, your structure is fine without them. As you can see, it was fine before. But I think it gives it a little bit more of an oomph to the build. Next, we're going to work on the storage underneath the platform of our bed. Just kind of line this up in the middle. If you are for some reason having trouble placing these, or if you want to place them a little bit more accurately, you can hit X to sit down, and it will allow you to get a little bit better handling of it down here. So just go ahead and place it in the middle. You can make yours a little bit more perfect than mine. I'm just placing them to where they're good enough for the video. There we go. Alright, so now we're going to work on our crafting stations. Like I said before, bring in your workbench in here like this. And then we're going to put in our chopping block. We're going to try to get it as close to the back wall and the workbench at the same time. And that seems to be the best spot. And then we're going to go in here to our building supplies and build 3 of these 1x1 wood walls. And then we are going to go here for the tanning rack. And we want to get this on here like so. There we go. If you're having a hard time getting that snap point, you can go ahead and just place something down like a chest. and you can see up here a little bit better to place it. Anyways, next we're going to work on our forge. We just want to place this not as close as possible, but just try to line it up with this wall back here, this like little part right there. And then we are going to grab our tiny anvils and we're going to place it over here. We're going to try to find the right way to put them in there, because you can get them extremely close if you have the right snap point like that, just so you have enough room to go up and down. You could always use these stairs too, I guess, but you can use either one if you put these close enough. Anyways, let's go ahead and grab another one of these 1x1 walls. Hang on a second. Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted by that event, you want to place your 1x1 wooden floor right there, and you're going to want to try to jump up on top of your anvils or your forge, and just try to line this up as best you can, and just place it up there like that. So, as I was taking care of the event, I did notice that we forgot to put these on, so we're going to go ahead and do that. You can get a snap point on there just by looking at the right area. And we'll go ahead and place this one on the back as well. You want to try to kind of look like dead center and then off to the right just a little bit. And like that. There we go. Alright, now we're going to work on the comfort for the area. So first of all, we're going to place a deer rug right here. And like I said in the beginning of the video, you could technically have a wolf rug as well. So we'll go ahead and just place that in there because it is possible to have it. Next, we're going to go ahead and place a table in here like this. It doesn't really matter where any of this goes, as long as it's kind of centralized in the build and it's out of the way for you. And we'll go ahead and place a wooden chair right there as well. And next, we're going to work on our lighting. So what I like to do is I like to place them in between these two right here. Let's go ahead and place these in here like this. And like that. And let's go for one at the front door. Let's go ahead and place one outside too. That didn't place right. There we go. And let's place this one right on the opposite side for the outside. And let's go ahead and place these right here. Like so. Now you can use as many of these as you want. I'm also going to add two right here, just because I like my builds to be very bright. You definitely don't need all of these. You can place in however many you want. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab the black banner, just because I feel like it's the easiest one to get. And we're going to go ahead and place them up here. Now, only one is necessary for the comfort boost, as you'll see right here. It doesn't go up for the next one, but the way that this clips sometimes is kind of ugly, so I like to add both of those there. And it also gives it more of a grand look. And let's see. Lastly, we are going to put our cauldron here. So I like to turn it just so it looks like most of the weight is going on the right side, which would be the front or over here. And I like to just place that in there like that. And now we're going to go ahead and place the little decorations outside like this. Like we have the deer head out here and the wooden shield. And the way that we're going to do this is we need item stands. What I like to do is I like to make sure that I'm in the middle of this here. And I try to get it as centered as possible vertically as well. But we'll go ahead and place that there. Make sure that they are facing outwards. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 over. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that that is pretty much center. There we go. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And place it. There we go. So now you're going to want to make a shield. You can make it in any style that you want. I would do this with your shield that you make before the bronze buckler, and it doesn't cost anything more to pick any of the styles, so you might as well style it with whichever one you want. We already have one. We did the blue and white one, but the way that you place it is you have to have it on your hotbar up here like so, and just walk up to it and hit, for us it's 7, but hit whatever number you have it on. So next, we are going to do the same thing with our deer heads. Yes, I know I'm a little unprepared. I thought I had some with me, but I guess not. Let's go ahead and grab these. Once again, put them on the hotbar and just place them up there like so. And we can go ahead and grab this banner. It's not necessary. It doesn't add any comfort, but I do like to add it just to give it a little bit more of a decorated look outside. And lastly, we are going to go ahead and place this out here just to have a level 4 workbench. Anyways, that is it for this build. If you build this in your world, at me on Twitter. Link for that is in the description below. I love to see it when people use my builds in their worlds. Thank you for watching, and as always, GG.